do you do? This is crazy. For a 250K buy-in, this is crazy. We had more action in the first 3 hands here than we did the entire day yesterday. The play is to jam. Just go all in. Playing this thing to win. We're not gonna squeak in. We're gonna play hard. I got secrets. It's a lot of money here.
I was putting you on aces.
He plays a little goofy sometimes. All right, we're on the bubble, and here we go. Off we go.
Do it all now, top corner like all in. Lit the fire when you doubt it, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated mode, no falling.
Good morning, everyone. Another day in paradise. What am I wearing today? What is that red over there? What's that? Stitching? I don't know. We got a little 3/4 zip going. Going with I bought a bunch of these golf stretch pants. They're really comfortable. And I think we're gonna go with this guy today. See how that fits. Yeah. What do you think? This hat? No, you know what? I don't know. Is this hat the one? I don't think so today. I think it's, well, you know what? Does the other blue, I think the blue one matches this, the new fun one. Let's go see what we got. Where the hell did I put that thing? Okay. My room's a mess, so don't judge. It's fine. Here by myself. Let's go with this one. Let's see. Is this the one we want to use? Let's take a look. I'm not as big a fan of the shape, but I like the trucker hat style, so let's see. Okay, we're gonna take this one off. Let me go this way. Oh yeah, it goes, right? This with this? Does that work? Huh? If my wife was here, she'd tell me, but, you know. Yeah, I'll take a picture and send her. It's fine, right? What do you think? It's good? Okay, we're playing poker here. What's the difference? It's not a fashion show. All right, let's go. Day 2, 100K. Oh no, 250K. Invitational. Big money, big money. And today we get to see what kind of VIPs we get. All right, so we got the bag packed. We had breakfast and lunch, which I'll explain in a minute. We got some of the snacks. I didn't even go crazy. I don't know. I was careful not to overbuy things. One thing we did bring was plenty of Z-Biotics. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to flip the camera to tell you. But genuinely, since I had Z-Biotics for the first time, I'm I won't drink alcohol at all unless I have one of those first, right? Because it's a game changer. I've given it to some friends. They love it. It actually works. Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic Drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. Go to zbiotics.com/Daniel, 15% off your first order. All right, what else we got in here? Oh, I was telling you. So because I don't really want to bring stuff and all this stuff. So I make my breakfast, which is my overnight oats, okay? Very simple. And then 30 minutes later, I'm making lunch. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's not like the breakfast is so filling. And the bottom line is the calories are going inside the tummy, so I don't get hungry till much later. And, that way I don't have to carry a bunch of stuff and let it get cold and whatever. So yeah, we've been doing breakfast, lunch combo. Amanda can't believe I do that because she's she gets full fast. All right, let's go do a walk-in video, shall we? Come on. All right, so we've got day 2 of the 250K Invitational. Some may say this is when the tournament really begins. And so the question is, what is our approach? Yesterday, I gave you a whole spiel about how I was going to play the day, right? And then I did none of those things. I decided to go a very different way and play just kind of good, solid poker, extra solid, extra tight, really avoiding any uncomfortable spots against really good players. Because the thing is, I was going to say this yesterday, I didn't, but the number of hands you play is a direct function of the skill level of your opponents. What does that mean? So if you have a guy like Nacho Barbero, you can play every hand because he's terrible. He's sorry. Oh, I didn't see him there. Oh no, I was explaining. No, so, the truth is, so the number of hands you play is a direct function of the skill level of your opponents profitably, right? So against weaker players, there's more hands that you can play for profit. Against stronger players, there is less, right? Because they're going to put you in tougher spots. So that's something to think about. Now, having said that, I really kind of liked the approach we took yesterday. Really in control. The average stack isn't crazy big. It's 50 bigs, and it's going to be pretty fast paced. I don't really want to be fluffing around there. And so my impulse is to think, and again, it's really going to depend on which VIPs we get. My impulse is to think like really kind of going with a, I wouldn't say quite small, old school small ball style, but to a certain degree, like a low bluffing, low gambly, just kind of pick up the sloppiness from my opponents, right? Because generally if you play against non-pros, the biggest mistakes they make is they're going to call you too much, playing hands they shouldn't be playing, that sort of stuff. So that's kind of plan A right now. It's just kind of, you know, have a big hand and get paid off. I mean, I know it's very simplistic. And again, it's highly dependent upon the table that we're at. When it's time to go hard, we're ready. Like I have that available to me. I do know how to do that. I just didn't think day one was the time to do it. And I think the start of day two is a wait and see approach. And again, most importantly for me, because the truth is I don't watch enough, okay? If I watched a lot of the streams and stuff, I'd have a better idea of these VIPs and what they do, but I don't. So I'm at a disadvantage in that regard. So the first 30 minutes to an hour at my table is gonna be really important for me to pay attention and then just kind of like profile these players and get an idea of like, you know, what I'm up against in terms of their capabilities and things they're willing to do. Because when you don't know stuff like that, in big spots, it's like, you know, you're just guessing and you don't want to be doing that. So I'm gonna pay attention hard. First hour, put the phone away, dial in, and take it easy. What do we have? We have 421. Big blind's gonna be 8K, 45-minute levels, 40-something blinds, just right around the average. But look at the top chip counts. The top 12 chip counts, okay, in the entire field are all from the VIP side. As I said, it's lopsided. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. So now the pros have to grind and try to claw away at the VIP lead. Off we go. All right, this is our table for today. This is VIP, who was top 5 in chips for most of the day, and then he got rid of his masseuse, and bad things happened. We got Puna Punsri, who's reformer VIP, which was, come on, buddy. We got Mr. Seth Davies, of course, right here, tracking his stats. So far, no, I was like, I'm doing better than you because I got 1 cash. Yes! Okay, then we got David Coleman over here, another one from the pro side. The chip leader, Mr. Richard Young. You beat my other horsey on the other side. Big pot. You beat Jasper.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's all right. All right, so we're starting up today. Jasper. Okay. Starting up today. This is the table. You know, we're not going to bluff at all. Don't tell them. Just nuts only. Okay? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided. Looks like we got a new addition. What's your name, sir? What do you go by? Huh? Brian Connie? Okay, we got Brian Connie. Let's put his Hendon Mob up there. It's pretty big, I think. We're gonna put it up in the corner. Let's see how he's doing. Okay, so I don't like it. The very first hand he opens, I 3-bet, he 4-bets. I don't like it. That man has a very good hand, but I'm not folding. How good is it? Oh, all right. Flop, flip. Flippity floppity. Here we go. Very important pot for our tournament life. $421 I started with. Sorry, bro.
First hand. Now you're the chip leader.
No, I'm genuinely sorry. I'll tell you why later.
Okay. Now you're the chip leader, not me.
Yes, all right. I played so good.
Hand you get the chip
What
leader.
other player can do that? That's professional, you see? That's professional. Would you have done that? Huh?
Me, no, I would have 3-bet fold. 3-bet fold.
Yeah.
I will fold.
That's probably the play. I don't
want
believe
one
anybody. All right, we had more action in the first 3 hands here than we did the entire day yesterday. First hand you saw, Grin raised to 18. I make it 75. He moves in. I call with ace king, ace 10. Next hand, I'm on the button. And Richard Young raises the VIP calls. I call king queen on the button. Comes king king 8. 20 bet from Young. He calls. I make it 40. Young folds. He calls. Turn is in 10. Check. He's only got 150. I bet 75. He puts it in. I call. He has pocket 8s. We don't win that one. Then the very next hand, I open with king queen in the cutoff. Set the 80s, calls a small, and the big blind. Another pro, don't know his name, but he jammed 240 and folded. So, good action. You know? It felt nice to have like 800 right off of that, and we lost a little bit, but still a good start. You know, very volatile so far. All right. See that bar? King Jack 9. Here's what happened before the flop. It was raised. Jaffe 3-bet. Play it here, or he 4-bet. He thought. How do you play this king on this board? He just folded. So now, he thought Jaffe said all in, right? Jaffe said call. He turned his cards up. That's ace king. So now he's got to play a king jack 9 flop in a position where the opponent knows his cards. How would you approach this? Let's give a lesson. How do you approach this now that this happened? What do you do? Can you ever bet? Just go all in?
I think you have to check and play bluff catching.
So check the river.
You just have to check.
I think so too. I can't imagine it makes sense to bet. But I think you have to fold if it's like heavy action because it's too difficult to play. Huh? What do you do? This is crazy. For a 250K buy-in, this is crazy. What do you do if you're ace king? Huh? What do you do now if you have ace king?
What do I do?
What would you do if you're him?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Nobody knows.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know either. It's crazy spot.
Should be check now.
Yeah, just check. Pray he don't bet. But if he bets,
I guess you could try to just like turn off like something like that.
like sevens? I don't even think sevens folds. Yeah, it's terrible. This is crazy. We're gonna find out what happens. All right. So he went with check, and now it's a 10. Now fold, right? Actually, probably you're behind.
Yeah, now you just have to
Just
let
fold.
him win.
Now you fold, right?
Yeah.
You fold now.
Hold on.
You have to fold.
Yeah,
Big
no,
mistake, just fold.
Yeah, no, you hold it.
That's what I would do. Just give up. See what he does. Interesting. Intéressant. All right. He's racing a bet now. 100K. What's that? All right, the gentleman folds. Nothing he can do. I think you just cut your losses there and move on to the next one. Oopsie beater. All right, we're over $1 million now. 1.1 million. Played a goofy hand against this guy. We just played a goofy hand against that guy. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I think he was doing. Oh, what's up, boss? I think he bet 40K on the turn because he didn't want to see any money going on the river. That's what I think. So we're gonna break down this hand against Jared. I don't even know if I should say what I had.
Let me hear the breakdown.
Yeah, you want to hear the breakdown?
So we had pocket aces.
Aces.
Is that what
You had aces?
No.
What the hell? You had nothing.
Huh? I was putting you on aces.
I didn't have aces. Okay. Okay.
All right. I'll let you know.
All right. Listen. So it was a crazy goofy hand. All right. I don't even know if I played this goofy, but everything about it was a little goofy, and he plays a little goofy sometimes. Okay. So here's the hand. Well, again, I'm not sure I'm gonna tell you what I have, but 10K big. Jared has a lot of chips. He makes it 20. The VIP on the button calls 20. In the small blind, I make it 100. Okay. 10x. 10 blinds. Jared calls, the other guy folds. Comes Jack 8 deuce. I bet 60 into 240, quarter pot. He makes it 180. I try to make it 280 because I thought you could, but then I realized, no, she says you got to make it 300. So I make it 300. Min re-raise. Min 3-bet re-raise. He calls. Turn is an 8. Okay. Turn is an 8. I check now. Now he bets 40K. Goofy, right? I only have like 200 left, I think. Yeah. I check raise to 90K. With all that money out there. Because I really think when he bet 40, I think he was never putting another chip in. I think that his plan was to not say see where I'm at specifically, but like to bet so that he doesn't have to show down the river bet. But whatever. He folded for the 50 more. And I had whatever I had. None of your business. None your business. How about that? Okay? Didn't have aces though. did not have aces. That's all there is to it. All right, we're off break after a stint on the TV table. Got 972K, 46 left. Pays, I think, 23. Again, not too much going on here, but I'll tell you this. This is sort of what I was thinking about. Is one of the things that I've been playing poker for 30 years is I have, and I sort of been touching on this, I have access to very different, I have access to very different sort of what I call player profiles, of ways in which, or styles I can play, and adapting to what I call the meta. The meta is hard to explain. I don't even know how properly. I'll sound like an idiot. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a really good job of adapting to what I think the best approach is at each table, and avoiding landmines and just bobbing and weaving, going with the flow, no rush, very calm, very relaxed. It's been a chill day, you know, things going well. Keep it up. All right, so we're done with everyone on the break's been talking about it. I asked a few, pros what they would do, because I find it fascinating, that hand where the guy had ace king and you can see his cards, right? Like, the question is what to do. And I think after talking to a lot of them, it's pretty clear that the play is to jam. Just go all in. You have 1.5 pot, right? Now, you only lose to the guy if he has king jack suited, jack jack, 9-9, or queen 10 suited. You maybe aces, probably never kings. So I think there's not enough combos that you're behind, and there's just too many chips in there with 300K in the pot. He's supposed to just put it in. Yeah, interesting. I mean, it's definitely a spot that none of us have ever been in before. Weird things happen at the poker table, even at high stakes. 250K buy-in. Over here, you're looking at the main event, the 125K. It's like they're ballooned up to 21. They do that. There's a lot of tournaments going on, so you're going to see like overlap big time, because trying to squeeze a lot of big buy-ins. These guys like to gamble, unlimited rebuy, more tournaments. So we're not going to play this one because we're busy here. We got work to do. Feeling really good, above average in chips, top, been among the leaders, But we're going to take what the game gives us. Really solid. I feel great, frankly, genuinely good. It's like riding a bike. I haven't played a lot of poker, but once you get back into it, you feel it. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we were down to 40 players. I got 725,000, which is about 36 bigs. It's fine, but I think it's time. I think it's time to seize the moment. Trying to get involved a little bit. For the most part, we've let the game come to us, but we might have to manufacture right now. Can't depend on cards always coming. We haven't gotten any of late, so we are going to look for spots when spots arise. I already took one. I took two. One worked, the other didn't. It was a light 3-bet from the big blind. The other was a small check raise on the flop. And now the first one worked, the second one didn't. So I got 725, just kind of like still continuing to play strong, solid poker. We're not going to get in there all loosey-goosey, but we're going to be actively looking for spots and pouncing when we see them, right? Playing this thing to win. We're not going to squeak in. We're going to play hard. All right, yet another break. The situation, I have 850. No hand breakdowns to report, because typically what happens later is there's not a lot of like post-flop stuff and whatever, and there's a little more get to the point where it's pre-flop. What is the average going to be? Average is 40 bigs-ish. We have 30, I want to say. 31 left, 23 pay. We got 850, so 900 will be 30, and down to 4 tables, like I said. So, I don't know, man. Just play poker, I guess. We came here to win. Let's just do that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I had to pay like $350.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're off to a dinner break, 60 minutes. I'm going to see if I can make it to the player buffet and see if there's anything there for me, because it's 8:43. It closes at 9. I don't even know how to get in it. Figure it out. So what do I have? I have 800K, which is 20 bigs on the last level. There's 3 out of the money, 26 left, 23. Haven't really had any hands. This last one, I'll tell you why I folded. Well, I'm not going to tell you completely why I folded, but like I'm on like 21 or 2. I limped the small with ace-8 against Ido, who's the chip leader, expecting him to move in a lot there, or actually just like open raise, raise whatever. he jams, I folded. He said he had 5s. So whatever, I would have been flipping, which is a big mistake, you know, in that situation. The interesting thing would have been like if I moved in, would he call? And I think so, probably. So yeah, we got 20. We're playing tight. You know, this game, I don't know. It's never mind. I'll tell you later. I keep saying that, and I don't tell you nothing, huh? I got secrets. It's a lot of money here. Not gonna lie, yo, this lounge doesn't suck. It's pretty nice over here on this side of the room. Little corner I got, nice little couch to relax. We're not going all the way back to the room. There's no point in that. Lay down for 5 minutes, come back. So went to the player buffet, had a little something. You know, this is gonna be our spot horizontal for the next 30 minutes or so, 30, 40 minutes. As far as, you know, I talked about play style, what I've been doing, you know, what I've been sort of going back to. And like I said, I switch. I go from here to there. I've been really utilizing a almost pure traditional, not almost, I say almost because it's not like pure, but like a small ball style. You know, which means a lot less 3-betting. I haven't been doing a lot of that. Seeing flops. You know, it gets a little tricky now. This last hand was a tricky one. I think I have 22 bigs. I'm in the middle of the pack kind of thing. It's, you know, short stack. I limp with ace-8 against the chip leader, Sergio Ido. He jams. Puts me in for 20 bigs. Problem with ace-8 is you're not doing great against anything. Like, what are you hoping he has? Just like a worse ace? Even if he has king-9, you're like, all right, we'll just flip for it? Nah. He had 2 5s, so we didn't take the flip. I was a little too deep to open rip myself. If I had like 16 bigs, I would have just ripped. I had like 22, which I don't anymore now, though. I have like 16, I guess, because blinds went up. Whatever, you know. We're not going to just ICM punt for the sake of it. Having said that, we're not going to like not play spots that need to be played. So yeah, I don't know. If you're watching the stream, you'd notice I get deuce 9 off. I'm not getting in trouble because I'm not getting any hands to. So yeah, maybe nap time. See you in a bit. All right, interesting wrinkle. We're down to 24 players, which is a redraw to 3. However, they do things right on here. We're on the bubble, so they want to make sure every table's played the same number of hands. So we're going to play 2 hands. They're going to play 1 hand. The little hand I played against him, if I think of old school poker, if anyone in the old school poker told a hand history where you 5-bet jammed ace-queen off of 16 big blinds, it wouldn't be possible because the first jam was 16 big blinds, you know? Modern poker, raise, min, raise, min, raise, min. He was dancing.
Tell everyone that you know your customers.
He was dancing.
Need
You think
to
I'm going to
protect
fold to
me.
you, cut off button because of the bubble? I told you already, my life is good. If you bust me, I'm going to go golfing. It's great. Either way. So, all right, we're on the bubble. Doing okay. One little pot. And here we go. Off we go.
King Queen 4. I know. Rates to get munched on here. No hearts to worry about.
Picked up a flush draw.
No, I don't.
Oh my God! He runs so bad. I've seen him lose this spot like 100 times. Wow!
1 out.
Oh my God! 1 out too. Good game, bro.
I'm not gonna hear it.
Oh, you heard her? we all agreed we were gonna do it to you. Man, you messed it up. You should have been like, ooh.
I have to take an extra second to make sure I'm not missing.
Because we all went, whoa.
That was good. Whose idea was that?
Albert's.
Yours? Albert's? Well,
Yeah.
that's
All right, here we are on the main stage. Bubble, long, arduous process. You gotta wait for all the tables, whatever. He doubled. He raised the first hand, right? Lost it, and I thought, like, what is this idiot doing? And he had aces, and he actually won. I don't know how that happened. So we're 1 off, 1 away, right? Forced, play tight. I have 13 bigs, which puts me like tied for 19th of 24. There's a guy with 4 big blinds, a couple with 8. there was one hand, I had an interesting spot where I had like 20 bigs. Sergio raises the cutoff. I just called the big one with ace queen off instead of jamming because bubble stuff. All right, we got an all in and a call. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Past midnight, 12:15 a.m. Okay? Supposed to play the final table? No, that's not happening. Guess what? We're still on the bubble. I believe we're at 7 now. 7 all-ins have won. Yours truly had his opportunity to go broke a couple times himself. I moved, a guy opened, Makita opened, I jammed the big blind with jacks. He folded 8s. And just now I had another weird one. With the blinds about to go up, I just paid the big blind. ITM, this and that. Lococo raises. I think he has me barely covered at the time from the cutoff. I'm in the big blind with 10s. Off for like 14. I mean, you can just jam it. But I decided to call. And it came 6-4-4, I think. 4-4 something. I checked. He bet 90. I made it 225. And phew, hand is over. So gave us a little bit of breathing room. Big blind's going to 80K now. I mean, I can't imagine this bubble's going to be much longer. But who knows? Crazier things have happened. Wild one.
Here we go, Randy. Is it bubble time? Is the bubble going to pop? Charlie can't even watch. Can't believe he had to fold the 9s.
This is the hand. Here we go. Wow. Nice, look good.
Flop is clean. King or a queen ends it.
Turn card is a 5 of clubs.
Okay, well, we remove one of the 7s, but we pick up 3 6s. 8, 7, or a 6. 3-sided needed, Randy. Can he find it?
And the river
No.
is a 3 of hearts.
King, queen
wins this hand. We have
is
lost
going to hold.
players during this hand are now down to 23 players remaining. Players, please do go back
unless
to
you
your
think that I'm
seats.
shoving like 10-6 suited.
Congratulations,
and
you
it's
are
interesting.
in the money. We are going to be refreshing the red
he just has
timelines.
one over,
Tax
you've got a
action
problem.
will now be in play.
Ouch. Did not cash.
Now we can finally play
Stone bubble
players.
for Zubov.
Oh.
389,000 locked up for everyone else.
Yeah, that's my...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the bubble did finally burst. Yours truly in the money. After the bubble burst, chips started flying. There's 19 left from 23 that made it. I played a hand, ace 10, raised, big blind defended, queen 9, something, king, I folded. Then I raised ace 2 suited, a very short, I make it 160, he goes on for 440, have to call, he had kings, lost that one. So now I had 4 big blinds in the small blind and moved in with ace 8, big blind call with king 6. So we won that one. And the average stack's only 26 bigs. So I have like 9.5 and I'm right in it, At this point, it's, I hate to say it, but it's that point, it's pretty crapshooty. We just got to run good and we're going to.
Let's jump back over here because Dean-Eggs is all in for his tournament life. We'll get back to the mockery situation. We got a race on our hands. Down in Negreanu's 10s against Kong Fam's ace-king. Can the 10s hold? Yes, they can on the flop.
There we go.
A lot of people around the world right now rooting for a clean run out. Oh,
King on a turn. That's a dagger.
Danny Negreanu is down to 2 outs once in a 250k buy-in. GG, sir.
Well played, Daniel. Well played.
Cash the PLO main. Cash the 250k invitational. Tell you what, when D-Nex shows up and plays the big buy-in stuff,
Well, that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Grinded my ass off, to say the least. was doing fine. Like the average was only 22 bigs. I got 6 on the button. Open with ace king. I jam with 10s, right? And the flop is good, 8-6-4. So I'm 2 cards away from having a decent shot, and the turn was the king. So you win some, you lose some. You know, at the end of the day, you know, when you're playing with good players, it's going to come down to these types of situations. So run hot, you win, and can't complain. It was a decent payday, right? Obviously, would have liked to win that $7 million up top, but yeah, I don't know, man. What are you gonna do? This for me? Hey, another one of these. Eee, back to back. All right. I think this could be the end of the vlog. I know today was like a little I was in my head a lot, just thinking, paying attention. So I don't know if there was a lot of stuff going on, but I don't even know what tomorrow is, what's going on, but I'll figure it out. You know. Anyways, you're leaving me here. Peace, y'all.